Matt, it's been a pretty busy week here at Wealdstone. Coming off the back of Saturday, had another game on Tuesday as well. What have you made of this week so far? Now that sort of emotion can be taken out of it.
It's been a tough week because we picked up a couple of injuries, albeit not big injuries on Saturday, but because of the game on Tuesday and having to fulfil the criteria for the competition, we've had to put players out there that could have done with a rest. So we tried to manage the minutes of Tuesday, whilst understanding that obviously we want to try and win the game. So it's been a tough week. I think the euphoria of Saturday has gone. And the reason for that is because we've just got to continue looking forwards, Will. And at the moment, as I say, I talked to you pre-training with the players. So we'll have an adapted session tonight because obviously we want everybody fresh and we want everybody available that's in the building. So, yeah, it'll be a good session tonight, but I'm not going after them physically tonight. We're in a good spot in terms of the fitness of the group. There's obviously Mason Barrett still injured. Craig Eastman's obviously injured again. Mason Barrett, unfortunately, because I haven't spoken about this, it's been confirmed that he will probably miss at least a year of football, which is a real blow because Mason's been a really big player for us. So, yeah, it's been an up and down week emotionally for me because Craig, we had to take him off at Ebbsfleet. He's sustained a lesser injury on his knee, but he'll be out for a period of time as well. So he obviously is desperate to get going, but can't. We've got a couple of niggles going into the game on Saturday, but other than that, as you would imagine, the mood is really good. The players, should feel good and confident going into this game. And the reason for that is because if you look at our last three performances and results, they've been, on the whole, positive. And we need to take that into what we know is going to be an extremely difficult game against Aldershot on Saturday.
You mentioned the game there, Aldershot. Coming off the back of 2 cup games, is it almost a different mentality going into league games?
It shouldn't be. I thought our mentality was excellent going into the game against Grimsby. We went in there with a full belief, a really clear and simple game plan. And that's what we'll be asking the players to do on Saturday against Aldershot. We know that if we take our chances, we're good enough to beat any team in this league. What we have to do is we have to be exceptional in our box defending it. And like we have been recently, carry on with the form that we've shown at the top of the pitch because we've got boys in the building now that are hungry to score and put themselves in a position on a regular basis to get opportunities. Alex was talking about his goal against Grimsby being scruffy, but he's in front of the goal. Sam Ashford, when he scored goals, has likewise followed suit. What we want now is to try and get Sean up to speed as quickly as possible because we know how important Sean has been for this football club and he will be moving forward. So I'm really looking forward to the game. It's televised, it's early. We've got an opportunity to pick up some points. But at the same point, I can guarantee you Aldershot will be thinking that they've got a great opportunity because like everybody does in this league, it's really professional in terms of the prep. They'll have watched what we do. I'm sure that they'll have worked on things that they feel will hurt us. And likewise, because that's our job as a coach, as a manager, is to watch the opposition, pick your team that you think is your best team for any given game, and go and, hand the baton to the players to go and perform. And they have done, and I'm really looking forward to Saturday. It'll be a good game. It's not too far for our supporters, so we know just how wonderful they are with their travelling. So I look forward to seeing them on Saturday.
In terms of Aldershot, from research, what are you expecting from them and their performance?
I think they're a team that moves the ball exceptionally well. They've got some really, really good footballers. And if we're off it by a yard or 2 yards, they're good enough to be able to play through you. They've got threats at the top of the pitch. But obviously, I feel we can go there and cause them some problems. It's away from home. Pitch is really good in terms of the quality. It's a big pitch. We're going to have to, first and foremost, above everything else, work extremely hard. That's a key fundamental for me, and that's underpinned our last 3 results. Because what we've done is we've outworked the opposition. We have to do that again. We need to win our individual duels. It's as simple as going back to the basics again. The basics of what a good football team and a good football player is required to do, and that's first and foremost, do the things that require zero talent, run hard, compete. If we do all those things, we know we've got an opportunity of getting some points in any game.
And then just take it away from that game. We had the news earlier that our game coming up against Wycombe will be on TV. Does it make you proud in the sense that you know that the management you're doing has got us into a position where we're now on TV?
I wouldn't suggest it makes me proud, because this job is never about me. I think where I would come from, my standpoint, is that I'm pleased that our players are going to get some national coverage. I'm pleased that there will be lots of eyes on them watching the Wycombe game. I'm pleased that they're going to get that experience in the FA Cup, because that is something they'll never forget. So from that perspective, I'm happy that the financial aspect in terms of what it brings to a club like ours. So yeah, there's lots of things that I'm pleased with, but we're also acutely aware that Wycombe are top of League One. So it's got the perfect feel of the FA Cup. We're at home, need to use that to our advantage. But I will be brutally honest with you, Will, I'm not even thinking about Wycombe. You know, my full focus is on Aldershot, and then my full focus will be on Tuesday and then the following Saturday. You have to take every game as it comes and give, you know, each and every team you play against the same level in terms of detail that you go into. So, yeah, it's a great occasion for the club. I'm not interested in it right now. I'm only interested in the Aldershot game and preparing the team properly tonight to go and get a result.